The very first supporting energy for this theme of shifting agreements is that we need to nurture ourselves first. And I was given that vision of the oxygen mask on the plane where they always tell us, put your oxygen, on first before you assist anybody else. And how often do we try to give to others when our cup, is not yet full? And so we're really being encouraged that that is not going to work anymore. And we're going to really feel that and the effects of that burnout if we continue on that martyr spiral from Spirit's perspective. So it's time to stop overgiving to others, whether they are family, friends, or even coworkers, and instead turn our attentions inward and give ourselves what we need at this time. So often, Spirit said, and especially for women, so it's interesting that it's all women on the call tonight, that in previous generations and even up until now, our worth has been found through giving to others and being in continuous outer service. And yet, Spirit says, if we do not take a step back and draw inward at this time, not only will we miss these valuable divine downloads from Spirit that are within our interior realms about the visions for our lives, but we will also feel burned out, overworked, and overextended. And Spirit says, even distant from ourselves and disassociated or withdrawn. And these are signs that we have fallen out of balance with ourselves and need more nurturing and self-care. The question from Spirit tonight is, what would nurture me right now? Was it the space and time alone to restore ourselves? Is it time in nature? Is it listening to music so that we're moving out of the realms of thought and out of the collective thought matrix? Is it dancing? Is it singing? Is it writing? Is it spending time with our soul companions? What is going to nurture and nourish us most? We're encouraged to check in with ourselves. Are we being insensitive or unresponsive to our personal needs, whether they be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual? Or are we overly concerned with the demands of the world or what others need from us? Our divine energy is calling us to bring our life into balance by becoming more sensitive to our own needs and making space for ourselves without guilt or defensiveness. And that was really important from Spirit, that there's this thing that comes up the second that we make space for ourselves that's like, well, I got to make space for my guilt and defensiveness now too, because I can't just have the space, right? And so this feeling that we cannot have our worth come from the outer realms anymore. We are encouraged that if we do not respond to our needs first, we will not have the quantum charge or the energetic fuel to love or assist anyone else. And so the shadow of this energy is believing that it's better to always give than receive, and refusing to recognize that when giving and receiving are in balance, life actually flourishes for all. So Spirit gave examples here, like the refusal of a compliment or the refusal of help or assistance from another when offered. I know that's like one of mine all the time. It's like, oh, I got it. It's like, why do you got it? Like, just let somebody help you. Refusal to accept joy, refusal to believe that we deserve joy, refusal to accept payment when someone offers it or resources from another. So these are all things that Spirit is saying that we can now be open to, because we now know that being in the flow of giving and receiving is actually that which nourishes all. And Spirit said, through this nurturing self-care on all levels, we will allow ourselves to advance forward in life at this time.